Hi guys, it's the Millwall Tube here, and this is our post-match thoughts video for the 3-0 loss against Coventry on Saturday / our fan score prediction for the game against Ipswich on Wednesday night. And to give a short summary of the game on Saturday, I think it's simple as this really. We did not take our chances and Coventry did. The first 20 minutes were not bad at all. We were knocking the ball around quite well, but after that it just got very stale, very rowdy if you like. And I've got to say, fair play to Bart. If it weren't for him, it could have been, 5 or 6. He did make a few really good saves. And although Coventry definitely did deserve to win the match, they did get very fortunate with their rebounds. So, moving on to tomorrow night, we go to high-flying Ipswich. And although they are second, their form of late has not been too good at all. I believe they've won 1 in 5. And we all know our away form this season has not been too bad whatsoever. So, would I be surprised if we went there and got battered? Absolutely not. But would I be surprised if we went there and got a result? Absolutely not. So, unfortunately, I'm going to predict a loss. I'm going to go for a 3-0 loss, but I hope I'm wrong and we come away with the 3 points. Come on, you Lions.
Hi, Millwall Tube. This is my pre-match prediction for Wednesday's away game at Ipswich. Before we get on to that, we just quickly touch on the Coventry game on Saturday. That's been and gone. Unfortunately, we didn't do too well. We ended up losing 3-0, but you can see the changes that the new head coach, as they call him, is trying to implement. I literally only counted 4 hoofs in the whole game, which is a big improvement. I could see some of the players trying to suppress that in their game, right? They was trying not to play the long ball on purpose, which is fine. The first 20 minutes, I reckon, possession-wise, we were really good, passing it around. We were just the usual story. Final third, just not clinical, no enough attacking intent. I don't think not clinical enough. Like I said, you could see the difference in quality. Their left winger or right winger, or even both of the wingers, they tore our right back and left back apart, or left wing back, whatever you want to call them nowadays. They were just different gravy, and you can tell the difference in quality. So hopefully this leads on to January and a few players coming in and a few players being shipped out. I'm not going to start naming players that I thought were disappointing, because it's just not fair. They've all done a good turn for Millwall. So yeah, but on to Wednesday. It'll be the most typical Millwall thing to get a win, but I'm not going to be that brave. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw with Zian Fleming to get the goal. Come on, you Lions.
Hello, Millwall Tube. This is my post-match prediction for the Millwall Coventry game yesterday. Well, it was written on the cards really, innit? I mean, we started really well, total possession. I think we must have had 60-70% possession the first 15-20 minutes, playing passes, 1-2 touch passes, unbelievable. But then you knew it would happen, full house at the Den. How many times have we seen it this season when we have? It's either a poor performance or it goes against us and then it's dire. I thought Bart kept us in it three times already, certainly, before they actually scored. I think it could have quite easily been 3-0 before half time, really. Bart made a couple of really good reaction saves. And, they were fortunate that their first 2 goals were both, again, good saves from Bart. And sadly, their players clearly wanted it more, but because they reacted to the ball first to score the goals. I thought the third one was a bit of a shocker, really, from set play from us. But hey-ho, game was already long dusted by then. I think the scoreline don't particularly tell you the truth how badly we played, because I don't think we did play that badly. I think we sort of started off really well. But I think once this first goal went, I think head started to seem to drop and confidence started ebbing away. And I think although the Den can be a fortress, when it starts going against you and you get all the sort of part-timers turn up, the crowd can get against you a little bit and, yeah, shoulders go down. But hey-ho, let's move on to the next game. Certainly Bart was the star man of the match for the game. But on we go to the next one. Come on, you Lions.
Millwall Tube, this is my prediction for the game against Ipswich on Wednesday night. Still gutted about Saturday, was really looking forward to it. So I don't know what's happening to us at home, but we need to change it around like really quickly, because we're known for being a good home side, but for some reason we just ain't got a clue at home. Anyway, to the game against Ipswich, they're really doing well. They're up there. They've actually only lost one game whole season at home, and they've won all the rest. Having said that, their last 4 games, they've lost 2, won 1 and drawn 1. So maybe their forms or their luck is running out. We picked most of our points up away. So I don't know what to think. But my head's telling me we're going to lose 3-1, but my heart's telling me we're going to nick a sneaky 1-0. I'm going to go with a sneaky one, and I'm going to go with Fleming to get the goal. Come on, you Lions.
I'm Millwall too. Predictions and reflections video coming up, or the other way around, reflections and predictions. For last Saturday's game against Coventry City at the Den, and the match away at Ipswich coming up on Wednesday night, isn't it? First, obviously, at last Saturday, we had our moments at about the first 30 minutes, first half, but you could tell we were up against a team who clearly belie their position. They were much better than us, and they worked out very early on. And obviously, Mark Robins had a game plan where he'd obviously just told his 2 fastest, paciest runners, just get each flank. We've got a very fast centre forward as well. Ping the ball over the top of the back 3 and sorry, I'll tell you what I'm laughing at in a minute. Ping the ball over the top of their back 3 rather, and you'll always do them for pace. And that's what happened so many times. I'm sorry. I was leaving the ground on Saturday and somebody was talking about this, about our back 4 or back 3 getting age. And somebody said they'd seen the QE2 turn quicker than Murray Wallace. Sorry, I love Murray Wallace. Honestly, I really do. He's been such a servant for the club, and everything he's got in accolades from us he's deserved. But it's age. It catches up with all of us. And yeah, he'd be happy along with Jake playing a league below now, if not 2 below. That's where his style of football, and I don't mean that unkindly, that's where it belongs now. It will get worse before it'll get better. I said this when Jill was first appointed, and I don't mean that unkindly, but what you need to realise is, and I'm sure everyone does, that this team is entirely Gary Rowett's, and they've been Rowetised, and it will take a long time to get them out, and hopefully in the January window he'll get enough money off JB Jr. to go out and buy a couple of players who can be his lieutenants on the pitch. Just have a word in people's ears and say, look, you know, this is what we should be doing. And I think our form will pick up in the new year. But until then, it isn't going to be fun. Anyway, that's enough said about Saturday. I say it isn't going to be fun. It's always fun at Millwall, isn't it? I mean, this is what we do. But what I mean is the results are going to be at a premium at home anyway. And I'll come to what I mean by that in a second. So, on to the Ipswich predictions. And what do I mean by home results are premium? Our game is built on the away structure. You've got to give credit where it's due. And that's what Gary Rowett was good at. He set out teams like Gareth Southgate to not lose matches as opposed to win them. You see what I mean? Exactly. So that gives us, in my opinion, every chance at Portman Road on, it's Portman Road, isn't it? Yeah. On Wednesday evening. They, as in Ipswich, are coming off a defeat at West Brom, Jed's boys, and whereas they'll be looking to bounce back, we'll be looking to consolidate what we did at Sheffield Wednesday, so people can't just say, oh yeah, well, new manager, they're nothing. I think we could go there, and I think with the right motivation, which I really don't think we'll have to worry about them getting that anymore. I think we could go there and win. Yes, win. And I think the score will be Ipswich 1, Millwall 2. And I'm going for two people who are having a rough time of it at the moment. And that is Tom Bradshaw, because he ain't really getting any service and he's running himself into the ground. And the other one, probably more of his own making, if I'm honest. I don't know what's happened to him, but I'm going for Zion Fleming. And hopefully that will boost his season again, because at the moment, his distribution in the final third, where we do need it most, is dreadful. It's not good. And I think he realises this too, because he was Saturday, it was bad, and he was getting frustrated over it. You could see he was getting annoyed. Incidentally, I'm sure you've all picked up on this by now. Saturday, going back to it for a second, Georgie Saville, very lucky not to get the red. If he'd have connected with that guy, with that two-footed tackle, studs up, that would have been a red. So just calm it a bit, George, mate. We need you in the team. So, final score, Ipswich 1, Millwall 2. And don't worry about the season. Come January, February, it will get better. And not only that, there's at least 4 different teams in that league who are worse than we are. Come on, you Lions.
Rocking all over the world.